All right, well, without further ado, I think we'll get to our yoga practice. So we're going to start out laying down, and if you would like the blanket, and I'm actually going to roll mine up today. You can put the blanket underneath your knees, or maybe you'd like it underneath your head, or maybe you'd like both knees and head, and you need more than one blanket then, or a pillow or cushion, just making yourself comfortable. So if it's not comfortable for you to stretch your legs out all the way, if your low back feels really tight or something else is bothering you, feel free to keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor. And then you can let your knees fall in against each other and just let them rest there. So taking good care of yourself here. So we're going to come to Shavasana first thing, letting the shoulders slide down the back and feeling the places where the body touches the floor. And over the course of the next few breaths, I want you to deepen your breath, and at the same time, each exhale, see if more of you can come into contact with the ground, with the floor. So there's a bit of a melting happening here. And as you feel yourself melting and softening, letting go of tension and holding, I'd like you to feel into the darkness that the solstice, that the winter time invites us into. And that in the darkness there can be a type of dissolving that happens, where we're not so clued in via our visual awareness to the boundaries of a physical body. And so this softening and melting allows us to feel connected and a part of, in a way that when there's lots of light and we can see, that's not so felt, not so easy to feel. So as you're here melting and softening, see if you can feel that connectivity through the darkness, through the rest that the solstice invites in. And then also feeling that each life form has its own little spark of light in it. And in your mind's eye, seeing all of these little sparks in the darkness coming together. Connect and celebrate and honor And then melting back into the darkness without form. And as you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And rolling the hands and feet around in little circles. And going back the other way. And then bringing everything back to stillness. Relaxing, melting, dissolving. With your next inhale, reach your arms in a big arc up to the sky, over your head on the floor, stretching fingertips and toes away from each other. And as you exhale, bend your right knee, bring it in towards your chest, clasping your hands around the shin, hugging it in. Inhale out long again. Stretching. Exhale, left comes in. Hugging it in. Inhale out long. We're going to just move back and forth, side to side here, just waking up the body a bit. You can continue to keep your eyes closed if that feels good. Have that internal awareness. One more time each side. And then lengthening out, stay elongated. Stretching from fingertips to toes. See if you can slide the shoulder blades down the back. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring both knees in, hugging them into your chest. You can rock a little side to side here. And then from here, we'll let the feet drop to the floor and bring them as wide as the mat and glue them down here. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop both knees to the right. We'll twist in the back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop both knees left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time each side, just opening up this twisting action in the low body a little bit. Nice. And then coming back to center, hug the knees into your chest. And then rolling over onto your right side. And for this, you might want to get your blanket. I recommend having a blanket underneath your head here. So knees bent in towards the chest, and we're going to place our palms together out from the heart center, and we're going to do a series of Tao Yin twists here. So left palm resting on top of right. With your next inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, open the arm back behind you, following the hand with the gaze. And melting here for a couple breaths. Tuning back into that dissolving energy, into the night, into the darkness, into the dream world. With your next inhale, come back up with that arm. And exhale, palms together. So we're going to flow with the breath now. Inhale, lifting the arm up. Exhale, open the arm to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, closed. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, closed. And this time, as we do this, I want you to think about this as the cycles of the solar flow. So we inhale up and open fully. This is like into summer solstice, expansion. And then we inhale up through the autumn and then exhale into winter, the close. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, open. This time we're going to stay here for a moment, feeling into this expansion energy that we can cultivate momentarily. And then if you would like, you can extend that left leg, and maybe you can hold on to the big toe with your right hand and see if you can press that hip, the left hip, down towards the bottom of your mat, elongating the side of the body. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Staying here, we're going to bend that knee again and then slide the leg back. So we're going to come into kind of like what I think of as like a jumping cheerleader pose here. So that hip flexor is now opening, the left hip flexor. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to bring those knees up, realign the spine. The feet are wide on the mat, and we're going to let them drop side to side again here. Just integrating all of that. Beautiful. And then hugging the knees into the chest again. And then we're going to roll over to the other side. I'm going to flip around so I can stay facing you, but you're welcome to just roll to the other side on your mat if you would like. So we're going to find this knees bent pose again. Arms reaching out from the heart. Letting this be a moving meditation, twisting. When your next inhale finds you reaching that right arm up to the sky, exhale, open to the floor behind you. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths, tuning into that melting, dissolving energy. Softening into this shape. And when your next inhale finds you, bring the arm back up to the sky. Exhale, palms together. So we're going to flow several times, and you might tune into that solar journey energy. Inhale up, exhale, open, full expansion, summer solstice. Inhale, lifting back up. And exhale, closing inward, winter solstice. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, close. 2 more times with your breath. And then we're going to open up one more time, connecting with that expansive energy that might feel really far off right now. Not what we're in naturally this time of the year. And if you'd like, you can extend that right leg out and maybe find the big toe with your left hand and holding onto it as you press the right hip down towards the base of the mat. Feel this nice expansion through the side body, through the outside of the leg. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Beautiful, and then letting go of that extended leg, bending the knee, and then just sliding it back so that there's this pressing forward in the hip flexor. And see if you can melt here. And we'll take 2 letting go breaths here. Lovely, and then sliding that leg in just enough to the edge of the mat, finding both feet on the floor, sliding the body back in alignment, and let the knees drop side to side. And then hugging the knees back into the chest, curling into a little ball, lifting the head. And from here, rolling over to one side and pressing your way up. So sitting up on the edge of your blanket here. Sitting cross-legged, if that works for you. If not, any other sitting position will be just fine. So closing your eyes here and feeling the awareness of your body no longer being supported by the floor along your spine, and rising from the roots that are grounded down from your seat into the earth. This season where the wisdom of the plants is resting in the roots. Can we feel that in our own energy? The rest, the hibernation, the knowing that life is there, but not needing to be performative at this point in the cycle. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, interlace the hands, press them away from you, rounding your spine. Inhale, arms up, heart lifts, gaze lifts. And exhale, we're going to side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. And exhale to the right, and then bring the arms down, pressing out to the side, and then sweeping down along the floor and up and over to the left, and we'll go back the other way, stretching through the shoulders, core strong and engaged to hold your body stable here. Inhale up. And exhale, wrist circles, float your arms out and down. Inhale. Interlacing the hands behind the back and lifting them away. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward any bit that feels good to you. Folding into this internal winter space. Maybe bringing the forehead to the floor. 2 deep breaths here. And then coming back up, lifting and releasing the arms, bringing them by your sides. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, out the mouth, down the back. Again. One more time. Lovely. Stretching the legs out in front of you, bouncing out the knees, rolling the feet around. And then bending your right leg, foot comes across over the left leg. You can either flex the left foot or bend that leg in two. So finding what feels best to you today. So clasping your hands around the right knee, lifting the spine nice and tall. This might be a lovely place for you to be right now. You might feel a really great stretch through the hips. If you'd like to go further, inhale, lifting the arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to twist and hook the back of the left arm over that right knee, and you can bring the right hand to the floor behind you. Taking a few breaths here as you deepen into this twist. And come back to that relaxing, softening, dissolving, and see what that initiates in your felt sense in the twist. One more breath here. And if you're in the twist, inhale, sweep the arms back up to center, and exhale, counter twist to the other side. And then coming back up, lengthen everybody, reaching up to the sky. And then we're gonna fold forward out over these legs, and you can just let them relax. Let that right leg relax here. And feel this inner focus. Recognizing the little spark of light inside. And trusting the darkness that surrounds it. The melting, the softening, the rest. One more breath here. And then inhale, coming back up, and we'll untwist the legs and stretch both of them out, bouncing out the knees, rolling the feet around. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left is crossing over, foot to the floor. And you might be feeling good here. If you'd like to bend that right leg in, make sure that both sit bones are still connected to your blanket. Clasping the hands around that left knee, lifting the spine nice and tall, feeling the stretch in the hips. And this might be where you'd like to stay and breathe. Lovely, honor that. If you'd like to go further, inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, twisting to the left. Right arm comes to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you. Several breaths here. I invite you to close your eyes. Really feel into the dissolving into the twist. One more breath here. And if you're in your twist, inhale, bringing the arms back to center, unwinding. Exhale, counter twist to the other side. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, and if you were just holding that leg, reach your arms up here, expand, and then exhale, folding forward, releasing that left foot and melting, sending that dissolving breath down to the hips. Feel the awareness moving internally. One more breath here. And then inhale, Coming back up. Untwist the legs, stretching them out in front of you, bouncing out. And then sliding your legs into a wide straddle here. And flexing the feet, keeping a gentle bend in the knees. And we're just going to sway side to side with the torso here. You can feel yourself kind of like in that dissolving, dancing in the darkness energy, even though it's sunny out at the moment. The night will come early. And you can move your arms if you'd like. Just feel the fluidity and the dissolution of separateness coming in here. Maybe sweeping forward and back, moving around in a circle, going back the other way. And then coming to a forward fold here, a couple breaths. Walking the hands up, bringing those legs in, and we're going to flip over to hands and knees for just a quick moment. You can put your blanket out under your knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips or a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, round your spine, melting back towards your heels. Inhale, scooping forward. Exhale, rounding back again. Inhale, scooping forward. One more time. Lovely. Curl the toes under, find a down dog. Really feeling the connection through the hands and the feet to the earth. And then walking the feet up to the hands, and you might slide the blanket out of the way. And then sinking down to come onto your back on the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rocking a little side to side again. Placing one hand on top of each knee, begin to move your knees around in separate circles so they come together, and then out, away from each other, around and back in. And back the other way. And then letting the knees fall away from each other, reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. And you can rock side to side here if you'd like. And if there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long. Maybe a blanket under your head or your knees, or covering you up if you're cold. And feel yourself coming back into the stillness, the darkness, the womb space of winter. What does that invite in for you? Maybe it's an acknowledgement of how exhausted you are. Really tending to that. Maybe it's a familiarity with dreams, a little less focus on the external world. Maybe it's trusting the intuition. Maybe it's allowing everything to be just as it is. And again, seeing this little spark of light in every being within the darkness. The parameters of our physicality dissolving. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal, gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words from my friend Deborah Fryer to wash over you. From within that darkness arises a spark of light. You are that spark that illuminates the darkness. In your light, we see light. You carry the light within you. You always have. You always will. Every time you inhale, you breathe the world into you. Every time you exhale, you breathe you into the world. You are the world, and the world is in you. You are contributing to the consciousness of the world by your very presence. Thank you for being here. Bringing your hands to press palm to palm at your heart center. Pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.